Yes, indeed. It is now a hurricane. As of just a few moments ago, reconnaissance aircraft is in the system now, and the hurricane-force winds that we've been noticing on our radar a couple of thousand feet above the ground have now mixed on down to the surface, so it is now officially classified as a Category 1 hurricane. Weather Plus Viper radar indicating the center of circulation is only about 25 to 30 miles off the coast of Broward County, and beginning to close in quickly now, and it's only moving at about 6 to 7 miles an hour, but it'll be making landfall probably by around 8 o'clock, if not sooner. So we're already getting those heavy rain, squalls, and bands so far today. We've already had winds gusting to tropical storm force so far today across a large part of the area, from Fort Pierce all the way down to the middle and upper Keys. About the only place escaping this right now is the extreme lower Keys around Key West. Everybody else has gotten at least some gusty winds and some periods of heavy rain today. Once the system makes landfall somewhere in Broward or Palm Beach County by about 8 o'clock tonight, we'll have a few hours of a break, and then we'll get on the other side, and this is going to be a very slow-moving system, and as a result, we're likely to see periods of heavy rain late tonight, tomorrow, and part of the day on Saturday, possibly lingering into part of Sunday as well. Weather Plus Doppler Live Radar is indicating real-time where you can see the center of circulation is at this point. Pretty much, again, as I mentioned, about 25 to 30 miles just off the coast right there, and it is closing in pretty much in a westerly direction at about 6 miles an hour. Looks like most areas from about 595 northward up to Palm Beach County will be in the area, what we call the dirty side, or where the strongest winds and heaviest rain bands will be. South of there, on down toward Miami, Miami Beach, Kendall, and Homestead, you'll see rain squalls and bands going through. Occasionally, some wind gusts to 50 miles an hour. But I think as far as sustained winds go, that's going to be a problem mainly for Broward and Palm Beach County tonight. And everybody has a chance of getting between 5 and 15 inches of rain over the next 72 hours. Take a look outside from not too far up the street from NBC6. This is part of our Skycam network. This is our Eastern Financial Cam, and it is just miserable. I mean, the I-75 corridor is literally outside of our window right now. Still see lots of cars out there, but folks, if you're listening on the radio right now, I don't know whether you're going someplace or coming home from somewhere, but by all means, you need to be safe, you need to be indoors, you need to get off the roads as soon as possible, because we do expect small trees to come down, tree limbs will probably get knocked down. There will be scattered power outages. We do expect flooded roads in the hours ahead as the hurricane bears down on Broward County right now. It looks like even though we've had some rough weather so far today, the worst is yet to come, because the history of this particular system has been the bad weather. The worst weather has always been to the east as opposed to the west. So there's going to be a bit of a delay on the severe weather, which will probably get in here late tonight and tomorrow. Now, Hurricane Katrina, as of the latest advisory, still located about 26.2 north and 79.6 west. Top winds now 75 miles an hour. It is moving off to the west at 6 miles an hour. Currently centered about 30 miles east of Pompano Beach and continuing, again, to move off to the west at about 6 miles an hour. Now, here's what we can tell you as far as the hurricane watches and warnings go. Hurricane warning remains unchanged. It's in effect from Florida City to Vero Beach. That would include Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, that entire area from Florida City to Vero Beach under a hurricane warning. Hurricane conditions are likely within the next few hours. Those hurricane-force winds are just off the coast, fortunately, in a very small area around the center.
Changing by the minute, literally. So for the very latest, let's check in with Matt Lords, who's near downtown Miami. Matt, what do you got?
Hey, Dwight and Lori, we just stepped outside to get a look at that nasty weather, Lori, that you were just talking about. I am standing at 3900 Biscayne Boulevard, right outside of our studios. Let me give you a look at what's going on. You know, we're now starting to see some of that more intense weather that we've been seeing from our reporters along the coast. Driving rain at times, and the winds will pick up. We'll see the winds. We just took a hit. I don't know if you guys can see me right now.
Now we can, Matt.
Good, we're
yes,
back.
We can
but we just took a hit here at our Local 10 studios, so the winds are definitely picking up, and that's what I was describing, and that's what we're seeing right here now. This is definitely the most intense weather that we've seen here near downtown Miami today. I did want to tell you about a dangerous situation that's going on in Broward County. Apparently at Hallandale Beach Boulevard, just west of I-95 there are some train tracks, if you know the area and you know those train tracks well, running north and south. Apparently the crossing gates have been blown off by the high winds, so those crossing gates are now no longer operating. So there is nothing stopping traffic from crossing over those tracks in the event that a train is coming. So be aware if you're going to be traveling through that area, or if somebody's heading home and maybe traveling Hallandale Beach Boulevard, try to get a hold of them via cell phone and let them know that those crossing gates are down. Making matters worse, apparently some traffic lights, some stoplights in that area of Hallandale Beach Boulevard and I-95. Those traffic lights are down as well. So it seems like we're starting to see some of the effects as the winds pick up throughout South Florida.
And as we were reminded earlier by the Florida Highway Patrol, if you approach a situation where the traffic lights are out, you treat it as a four-way stop. That is, everyone stops as they approach the light, and if you get there at the same time as the car next to you, yield to the driver on the right, and then you go one at a time in the order of arrival. But again, if the traffic light is out, treat it as a four-way stop. We can't emphasize that enough because we've had a lot of problems with accidents being caused, and the Florida Highway Patrol earlier told us about one earlier that was a fatal accident
and we are having some technical problems right now, so we're going to take a quick break as our station is taking a hit just now. We'll be back as we track Katrina.